Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brazos as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense wrong.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Hines. They're setting up the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And that pass picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first. Your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Power football with the run. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Davey, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll go to the ground. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23 as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
6-9-1, game on 3.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, Baylor 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
Get set, get set. Flex, flex, flex.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points. Get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going to let it fly. Fires and picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking downfield, it's Hines. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Georgia 21, Baylor 7.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
691, Gators score.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wants to go up top. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch, called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Georgia going up tempo. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season. What a momentum-changing play for his team.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Ball in the air, intercepted! And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's going to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. And they're not on the same page there. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on time.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia! And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here's the return from inside his tent. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll leave it with him. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. And as time runs out here in the second quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense.
42
He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking for a man. It's Hines. They'll run the screen, fighting off the defender. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick completion to the right.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. It just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the tailback. Oh, it's out! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, the running back has it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
55 feet. 691, Gators score.
Fast motion from the offense. They feed him again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Let's go.
Give to the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go.
To the air. It's Hines. Got his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line is set on 3rd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Easy. Go, go. Cut, cut, cut.
Leaves it with the running back. Keeps the legs moving. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 35, Baylor 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
Easy.
Wide out in motion. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Alert, alert. Go.
On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop it short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Now on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times.
Brings it down on the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. To the air, it's Hines. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Finds the big tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
He fires a bullet to the right. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He goes out of bounds, but he creates... And a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Brings up second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Georgia going up tempo. On second down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can't get him to the ground. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Looking to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. On second down, they'll take to the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on third. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season.